Welcome to GoLiveTV, the future in your hands. The only multicultural IPTV station that brings communities together. Over 2.7 million people have already watched. GoLiveTV, anytime, anywhere.
走出心灵的阴霾，活出生命的色彩，别让青春再期待，改造每一个现在。走出心灵的阴霾，活出生命的色彩，别让青春。亲爱的观众朋友，大家好，新年快乐！又到了我们周二，2021年第1集《魅力诗社》的播出。今天非常高兴在这里有新年新气象。到了每个周二晚上6点到7点，大家不要忘记了，你可以下载我们 GoLive 的软件，我们魅力诗社的音乐节目将会为您一次又一次带来非常精彩的来宾，能够让我们大家能够一起来学习，一起来交流，一起来欣赏，一起来交朋友。Thank you very much. Happy New Year 2021. It's going to be a beautiful start. This is our first episode at GoLiveTV station, DOLCE DE SOLEIL program. Please download your GoLive app every Tuesday, 6 to 7. It's the beautiful program waiting for you. 今天呢，我们新年新气象，有非常好的消息。我要先跟大家宣布，我们有我们DOLCE DE SOLEIL 的我们的这个独唱歌手这个 Nash 徐，他拿了一个这个安大略省Nats 这个意大利歌剧，还有一个舞台剧的一个双项的奖。的歌唱奖，我非常开心。另外一个呢，我们加入一个新的非常棒的团队，就是我们的 Victor Tan from Taiwan。Victor Tan 他最近帮成龙 Vanguard 的急先锋做的一个音乐片已经上演了。他是我们现在团队，所以我感觉非常的开心。另外还有我们的DOLCE DE SOLEIL 我们的恒星双重唱，他们最近也拿到了这个中国影视歌曲还有电影歌曲的一个歌唱大赛的一个奖项，马上就要进到决赛了。所以这是我们开年一个好消息。当然今天在我们当中还有一个特別來賓，我還沒跟你們講，等會再告訴你們。Now, I'm very happy today that since we have a guest both Chinese and English, so I'm going to speak in English as well. We have our Nash as a DOLCE DE SOLEIL solo singer from the Gemini duet. He just won the award for the Italian opera in Ontario Nats Festival and also the music theater award. I'm very happy to hear that. Now, also Victor Tan, who I interviewed a few weeks back, he just produced music for Jackie Chan's Vanguard movie, which just recently released, and he's joining our team. Victor Tan, welcome you to our DOLCE DE SOLEIL. Also, our Gemini duet, they just won the Chinese film and television song competition. Now they are going to the final. I'm so happy for those 3 great news the beginning of 2021. But of course, today, who is our special guest? 今天谁是我们最好的来宾呢？ They are 3 little angels. Before they come up, I want you to watch something. Too Much Heaven. Let's enjoy.
Love anymore, it's as high
here to stay. He's a new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman. We can build a snowman, snowman. Then pretend that he is Parson Brown. Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no man, no man. But you can do the job while you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. Above thy deep and dreamless sleep, the silent stars go by. Yet in thy dark street shining the everlasting light, the hopes and fears of other years are met in thee tonight. How silently the wondrous gift is given. So God imparts to human hearts the wonders of His heaven. No ear may hear His coming, but in this world of sin, where meek souls will receive Him still, the dear Christ enters in. Holy Child of Bethlehem, descend to us, we pray. Cast out our sin and enter in. Be born in us today. We hear the Christmas angels, the great glad tidings tell. Oh, come to us, abide with us, our Lord Emmanuel. Thank you.
Are these angels? Come over here. Happy New Year to you all.
Happy New Year.
Yes, okay. I remember before you guys come along to Dolce de Soleil, I'm the prettiest one. But now, when you come along, who are the prettiest one? Few of you, right? Okay, now let's see. Okay, let's show the beautiful picture behind it, KLM. KLM, two twins, one sister. Please say hi to our audience.
Hi, everybody.
Yes, okay, introduce your name. Yes?
We are the KLM sisters, and I'm the oldest sister. I'm Caitlin, so I'm the K in KLM, and the oldest. And
I'm the middle child, Lauren, and I'm the L in KLM. And my name is Mackenzie, the M, and the youngest by 15 minutes, because we're twins.
yep.
哇，大家可以想象吗？这两个是双胞胎，我到现在认识他们这么久，我还是分不出来。I'm just saying that I know you for this time. I still cannot tell. I can only tell by the eyes. Really, honestly, I cannot tell who is who.
I'm Lauren. I'm
Lauren.
Mackenzie. Some people I know forever, they
Yes,
still can't
they
tell
still
us apart.
can't tell.
So don't worry, don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry, you're not the only one.
You know what? I'm so happy they come along. Wherever they go, I feel the heat, the smile, the purity, the angels, right? Do you agree?
You.
Thank you.
Thank
Same
you.
to you.
Yeah,
Same
thank
to you.
you.
Every time Elsa comes along, it's like, oh, yay.
Yes,
I
it's
feel
always this
happy and positive.
Yeah, this big ball of positivity.
Okay, now tell me, I'm so happy that you guys joined Dolce de Soleil. And this is one of my happiest thing for the beginning of this year. Tell me why you join us. Dolce de Soleil, why you join us? We are so wonderful.
Yes, no, it's true. Like I absolutely love the meaning behind it. Like the fact that you spread positivity and peace through music, and I just think it's so important, and that's what we should be using music for, to spread positivity and towards all types of people. And I just feel so happy to be a part of something greater than myself and something that can serve everyone. So
Yes. I mean, Dolce de Soleil, it has so much amazing, beautiful music. And all the music just really, it touches your soul and touches your heart. And that's what I love so much about it. I'm also so proud to be part of this, and I'm just so happy.
Yes, and I love that you guys just find the beauty in everything, like in humanity and life, and you bring it out through music, and it's so amazing how you guys, like, it's just an amazing community too, like it's so positive, and honestly, I love it here.
我听了我非常感动啊，因为 Dolce de Soleil 我们讲到一个 sweet sun is Italian and French. So these three girls, they are really like sweet sun. Okay? And the sweet sun shines everywhere, right? So, 2020, we had a very challenging year. And I'm sure that 2021, we will still face some challenging moments, I'm sure. But music is the thing that is ongoing and that give comfort, give happy, give joy, and give, even when you are like in pain. Do you understand, right?
Like brings us together too.
That's
like
right,
unites
yeah.
us.
it can help you cope, and you feel a bunch of different emotions when you listen to music.
Yes.
So.
Now, I remember like a couple of months ago, we did International Peace Festival together.
Yes.
Do you remember that concert that we had no audience? We hardly have any audience, right? Right?
Yeah.
And that's a year that I will never forget in my whole life. As a musician, we perform on the stage with no one is watching. But to me, that's the memory that for me that I remember that moment. I performed for someone, pretending like millions of people in front of me. I don't know how you guys, when you sing your song on the stage, you guys really shine. So whenever, I'm very happy that I got you first. So how did you feel about that Peace Festival when you sing on the stage and with a very, very little audience, or most of them are quiet? How do you feel about that?
Well, every time I'm performing, no matter what it is, I always pretend, I always try my hardest, and I always like to pretend the whole entire world's watching, and it just helps me like perform better and just really go for it and just do my best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Well, honestly, the exact same thing. I always pretend that I'm in front of the whole world performing, and we always try our hardest and stuff, and we just go for it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think no matter, I guess this is how I think, what I think when I go on stage, no matter what. I always think that that there's people in the audience, and I feel like everyone needs to hear the message. So those people need to hear a positive message. So I'll give them that positive message, no matter how many people are in the audience. Every time it's a performance. So
Now, one thing I noticed, whenever I'm with you guys, always smile. And always genuine smile. And that's very, very important, because some people, they have a fake smile. I make sure I don't have fake smile. So when I smile, I really smile. But so is you. You always have a genuine smile, especially when you sing. And I hope when you can carry that from young age all the way until you are very, very old. Okay. So how do you come up with this smile in life that even though COVID-19, you can go out, you can meet friends, you can still smile?
Yes.
Must be something from within.
Well, I think for me, I think it's finding like the little moments in life and actually noticing them, because life does get busy and people get caught up in like work and stuff, but you really have to find like the true meaning of it and like find those little moments like with family or like singing too. You really have to find them, and then you'll start to notice them, like what life's really about.
Yeah, just like being more grateful and looking at what we have instead of like what we don't have. So, yeah.
yeah, I think like always trying to when I think of the fact that I want to help people and spread positivity, then that brings me happiness. So every day I have a goal in my mind, and I'm like, oh, I have to be positive because I want other people to be positive. I want to spread positivity. I want the world to be positive. So that really motivates me to be positive.
That's great. Okay, you know that when we first started the show, we were singing the Winter Wonderland, and we were singing the Oh Little Town of Bethlehem. People may think, what? This is 2020 or 21 already. Is this still Christmas? You know, but we chose.
day is
Yeah, every day
Every
is
day is
Christmas,
Christmas.
right? I wish every day is Christmas. Every day bring me presents. Okay, but the thing is, I think I still want to choose those two songs because, first of all, three of you come up with a harmony like that. And to be honest, when I heard you sing, it's like an angelica voice to me. And those Oh Little Town of Bethlehem, you know, those little angels, Winter Wonderland. How did you come up with that kind of inspiration with those harmony? That I must still bring it to our audience, even though it's now New Year. But since we receive grace every day, there's nothing we don't have every day. We still have air that we can breathe. We have water we can drink, and that's very important, right? Yeah. So how did you guys? How did you do those harmony? I know that you're coming from a musical family, but to have that talent, born with a talent naturally, it's very hard to find. And three of you too, which is a little unfair, you know? Some people, they really, really admire that talent. Tell me about it, and I love the harmony that you sang for Little Town of Bethlehem. Yeah.
Well, the music and the singing all began, since we were younger. My mom was a professional opera singer and musician, so she taught us everything that we know about singing, and she put us in violin lessons, piano, and it was a lot of work. It was very stressful, a lot of tears. we eventually, we started to sing, and we realized that, you know, we love doing it, and eventually all these opportunities started coming, and we kept taking each performing opportunity as it came. And eventually we did a performance with the Metro Big Band, and they wanted us to do 3-part harmonies for these Andrew Sisters songs. So we're like, okay. And we put it together, and since then we've been doing harmonies. At first it was difficult to pick up with the 3 parts because we had never done anything like that before. We were really, really little. But eventually, as we kept learning more songs, the 3-part harmonies just started to come more natural, and we started to put our own twist to the songs. So.
Our whole journey through this, it was so many people helped us through this journey, and as each door unfolds, you meet more new people, and you see how everything connects, how we met you through Peter, everything
there was
connects.
There was 10 people that
yeah.
led us to you. I swear.
It was so funny.
You can explain.
We had this one concert, and then it's a really long story. If I tell you, I'll be here all day. So.
You know what? It's amazing because when I first saw you, I was with Thailand from Youth Global.
Yes.
I really thank her because I was sitting in her house for almost 8 hours. You know, my eyes was going cross eyes like that, watching all the program, and I saw you. I catch all these girls. Really, I mean, your body movement, your smile, your music really attracts me. And I'm sure if it attracts me, you attract more people too. You know, so I'm really thankful that I met Thailand to introduce you to me. Now, when you were singing the O Little Town of Bethlehem, I know that you were singing the main tune. Were you singing the main tune? Or someone is singing the higher notes, highest note? Who is singing the highest?
You were singing the melody.
Yeah,
I was going up. I was singing the higher part.
So what is the highest note you can ever hit? I know you. I know you because we did a Phantom together. I know, right? Is that the highest note you can get? Or you can even go higher?
I actually went up a bit higher. During warm-ups, I started to get higher than the E. I kept going up a bit. So, yeah, I can go a little higher than
Wow,
than that.
wow. So that's, you practice with it or you were born like that? I'm sorry, I just want to ask, I just want to make people feel that they should practice.
No, it definitely practice helped me get there a lot, because once you just try and hit that note, it's you have to warm your voice up to get there. But I've always had more of a higher voice anyway. For the low notes for me, I can't hit the really low notes. I'm like,
Wow, wow.
But, yeah, so it's just warming up to that really high note and practicing for
Right.
sure. So keep
I'm going to
practicing.
come back to my Chinese audience, so they know I don't forget about them, right? 那今天 KOM 啊，大家加入我们的这个魅力试社，是因为我们魅力试社的名字是一个甜蜜的太阳，它们又甜蜜又像小太阳一样，所以甜蜜的太阳呢，它是在全世界各地都照着，不管是在多黑暗的地方，你都可以感到阳光的温暖。他们就是把这个温暖带出去。我们认识他们的时候是在去年的 International Peace Festival， 在这个国际和平节。那他们说我的这个，I think you were hosting with me that International Peace Festival, right？ 我们做了一个，他们跟我一起主持，一点都不怯场，而且他们在台上的表演生动自然、喜乐。虽然2020年是非常不一样，因为台下没有什么观众，可是他们的表演就好像台上有很多很多的观众在那里，他们的表演是发自内心的。另外一个，就刚刚我们前面放了2首，好像是圣诞歌。实际上，圣诞节对我们每一个人而言，应该每一天都像圣诞节这样的喜乐，因为我们每一天，我们的生命里面都充满了恩典。我们有自由的空气，我们有水，我们有太阳，我们有雨水，我们有彩虹，这些都是我们应该值得感恩的地方，而不是他们刚刚也讲了，不是只看我们没有的东西，要看我们拥有的。那么刚刚他们也讲到他们的音域非常的高，尤其是 Kalen， 我们唱了这个《歌声魅影》Phantom of the Opera， 他可以唱到很高很高，当然也需要一些练习。那么最难能可贵的，他们又有天分，又有努力，又有美丽，又有甜蜜，还有一个有音乐感的妈妈。妈妈是音乐老师来教他们。I was saying that you have almost everything. You have talent, you have beauty.You have smile, you have a very happy family, and you work hard, okay? And also you have a musical mother to help you. And I think you have almost everything. So you should be even more thankful than average people, right? Don't you think?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So now, not only the Too Much Heaven I really love, because of the youth, the life there. We also have saw a lot of your videos.Destiny is one of it I really like. Let's enjoy this video first. Destiny.
Thank you so much. And next up, we have an original song that we wrote called Destiny.
And it's about like following your dreams and your heart and reaching for the stars. So thank you.
Without the dark, we could never see the stars. One of the billions have got to be us. I always try so hard, but still I feel so far. Is this my destiny, or is this way out of reach? Can I make it all the way to the stars? Is this my destiny, or is this way out of reach? Can you tell me if the road is just too far? Sometimes I feel like everything the sky
Destiny. You know what? Not only you can sing, also playing the piano, the violin. You said it was very stressful when you were younger. Was it really?
Yes, it was very. We were very little. Like we were like 6 or
4 and-
you guys were 4. I was 6.
Yeah,
But
it was a lot of fighting. The process.
At first we didn't like the violin, but I guess but we grew into it. Now we love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we love music and everything.
So when did you start loving it, like this musical journey with all the practice behind it, and also looking at you on the stage? You know, so many people, you know, they get really scared. How did you come to that stage that you can be very confident standing there with the calmness, without being nervous?
I think when I started to like stop like with nerves and stuff, I think that was around 8 years old maybe, because then I guess I started to get used to performing for like violin and stuff like that in concerts, and then I guess it kind of just got like something you do, and then it was kind of just like, and then it was almost something I enjoyed more, and it was something that like had like this magical feeling being in front of like a camera or even performing in front of an audience. Like there was still always nerves, but they were more like a passionate nerves, kind of.
Passionate nerves.
Yes. Yeah.
How about you two? You have the same experience?
I still get nervous. Every time I go on stage, I know it's a new journey. It's a new, like, you never know what's gonna happen. Like anything could happen. So it's definitely nerve-wracking. But I think the fact that I'm determined to do a good performance and I'm determined to tell a story, it kind of helps me to get those nerves, like, let them like shut them up.
Right,
so I
right,
can
right,
like
right,
so I
yeah.
can focus on the true message of the song and what I want to do. But
That's good. Yeah.
I like to think of nerves as like a good thing, because it's almost like you're nervous of doing what you want to do. Like you're going for something you want to do, so it's a good thing. So I like to think of it like I kind of like the opposite. But like I feel like on stage, I feel like I'm more confident in myself. Like I'm more confident when I'm on stage. I feel like a better version of myself. So it's just like when I'm on stage, it's like this magical place for me. So it's somewhere I could really just be myself and just let go.
That's really amazing. I tell you one story. I was teaching, and when I many years back, I had this piano recital, and one of my students, he was an adult student. He every week he traveled from Scarborough to Mississauga to take piano lesson from me. And I remember, I hope he's not watching our show. he played the song, The Prayer. He was fantastic. He played on because I have several pianos at my home, so he plays on almost every piano. And I make sure he was okay. But on that day of performance, you know what? He walked in, he went on the stage, he played 5 times. He couldn't continue. I think I was going to have a nerve breakdown. I was watching. That's how nervous he was. And I could not imagine that he will make mistake, because I was so certain that nothing is going to happen to his performance. But ever since then, I never saw him. It was, that kind of discouragement, right?
Mm-hmm. It's crazy how it can take over your mind. You can use it for a positive thing or a negative thing. I find there's a positive side and a negative. It's like, I feel like I've been on stage where I've forgotten my lines or something, and something terrible has happened, and I kind of just like, I think I kept doing it over and over again, and eventually I think you kind of gain a strength and you become stronger and you learn from your mistakes, and eventually the same thing you won't do it over again. You learn from it. But I understand how it's so easy to get nervous and feel like, oh no, and get like anxious, and because I've felt that before. I know. So I know there's 2 sides to it.
Right.
So try and choose the positive.
Definitely. Like I'm a bunch of times on stage I messed up, but the key is to like keep going and just fake it till you make it, because
one
one
knows what
time
they're
in your
doing.
life, like you're gonna have to mess up, so you just gotta learn how to just keep going and just go with the flow. So
That's great.
Yeah, and the audience doesn't know your song, so like you can have a totally different version than any other thing. You just keep going, just like Kenzie said, fake it till you make it. That's like our #1 quote.
This is so encouraging to a lot of people, because sometimes I make mistakes too. So like what you said, I just fake it all the way to the end. Now, so talking about destiny, what is your destiny? You guys are so young. So what does destiny mean to you? Is there anything particular you want to say about this song, Destiny?
Yeah, well, we wrote this song like a couple years back, and I wrote it like around the time when I realized what I wanted to do in my future and what I felt passionate about. And I knew that I wanted to write something right away about it. And so my destiny, I feel like is to perform and to sing, and along with singing and music, also acting. And just, I think what I realized is everything I want to do connects to telling a story.
Yes.
Like acting, it's all about telling a story, playing a character. When you're singing a song, the song has a message. Every single song has something you're trying to teach people. The same with like dance. We do some dance too. Dance is one of the things I'd like to work on a little bit more. But we do use dancing in our singing and dance. You tell a story. So I think my destiny is to inspire people and to tell a story using music and the arts.
Beautiful.
Well, very similar, but when writing Destiny, it came from the heart a lot, and I feel my destiny is also inspiring people with music and touching souls, and I feel like a destiny is something in your soul that you're so passionate about and you know you want to do, and it's something that comes from the soul and the heart, and it's something you have to be very dedicated for, and you'll literally do anything for, and I feel my destiny is like, I really want to like continue doing like singing and acting throughout my life. I want that to be like a part of my life every day, and I feel it's just something that makes me so happy, and it's something that I love so much, and I just honestly don't know what I would do without it. So
Yeah, true.
Well, to me, a destiny is almost like a calling, like what you're meant to do, and like something you're so passionate about that you'll literally do anything for. And my destiny is same as theirs: performing, acting, sharing my message to the world. I feel that if you believe you can do something, you can do anything. I think believing is like the main thing. Working hard, everything. If you believe, anything will happen. Anything can happen if you believe.
This is great because I remember when we had a Peace Festival, we also talk about this. Okay, what is your dream? What is your mission? What is your vision? And what is your destiny? You guys are like very consistently telling me the same thing. Same with me. I'm very happy that we met each other with music, via music, right? For me, after going through all this life journey, I'm very thankful that music is my best companion. And I'm sure one day you will be very thankful that when your sister may be going to different school to study, and you will always have music. So for me, my destiny is not only music. I want to use music to be like bring out the influential music. Influential music meaning that this music really touch people's soul. I share you, we actually did a performance in the senior home. And those, because they were supposed to sit down, those seniors, and you know, a lot of them, they were on wheelchairs. When we were singing the Chinese song, The Moon Represents My Heart, which you guys are going to sing that too, for me too, okay? When we sang that one, it was hard for me to believe a lot of seniors in their 80s and 90s, they stood up with their cane, start dancing, okay? And like this, because you know, usually they need someone to hold them. So I know when they get so excited when they hear the music, they recall, they remember how much impact to give them, how excited they become. So that's very important. And for me, my destiny is I want to, for the rest of my life, not only I want to continue my music journey, I want to keep giving. Because that moment, it really hit me. We kept that picture. And then I remember when he stood up, the nurse came over to hold him. Oh, please, don't let them too overexcited. So we have to calm down ourselves. But actually, our music was very soothing, you know, because they remember their old time. So imagine that music itself brings such a big impact to the world, right? Now, you just mentioned about 8 years ago, when you guys did that, all the performance, you were not nervous. And you could actually fake all the way to the end, which is not easy, okay, by faking all the way to the end. Now, what age did you start performing?
I started performing around 4 years old because we started violin. We were around 4. It was just like little recitals and stuff in concerts. And then I guess as I was maybe maybe 6, I think I started to perform in front of like actually like big audience and stuff like that. Like I think we had like a lot of ones with the Royal Conservatory. We performed in front of a lot of musicians and stuff. And then I guess from there, like everything started to happen. And then it was kind of like almost like a continuous process. Like we had the Mississauga Children's Choir, and then that led into other doors, and then now we're here.
Wow, beautiful. Yeah, when you were 4 years old, so obviously you were 6 at the time. Oh, you guys just started together or
Well,
different time?
I started violin like a year before them, so I was around the same age when I started performing violin. But I do remember the first time I sang on stage. I remember that. I remember it was from piano. Like my piano teacher said to me, she was like, "Oh, you sing?" Because she would make me sing it while I learned like Twinkle Twinkle. She'd make me sing it while I played it on the piano. And she actually gave me the song Summertime. So I sang that on stage when I was 6 years old for the first time. I remember that was my first. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember like the first time we all sang together. I think it was at this like this performance. It was at this like house place or something. It was at choir, and our choir teacher, she's like, "Oh, you girls sing. Do you guys want to like do like a little trio or whatever?" And that was like the first time like all 3 of us sang together. And
it was piano too. Piano
yeah.
and choir.
Yes,
Piano
piano
choir,
choir. Yeah.
How lovely. I used to dream that I'm going to have 7 children. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, so I can have a band. But now I have you. Yeah. So it would be so wonderful to see the video that when you perform when you were very young. Like some of my my piano students, when they look at the pictures 5 or 10 years back, they start laughing. You know, they say, "Oh, I don't want to see my old picture." So let's enjoy your video back in 2016.
Close your eyes, give me your hand, darling. Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? Do you feel the same? Am I only dreaming? Is this burning an eternal flame? I believe it's meant to be, darling. I watch you when you are sleeping. You belong to me. Do you feel the same? Am I only dreaming? Is this burning an eternal flame? Say my name. Sun shines through the rain. The whole life so lonely, and then you come to ease the pain. I don't wanna lose this feeling. Oh. Say my name. Sun shines through the rain. A whole life so lonely, and then you come to ease the pain. I don't wanna lose this feeling. Oh. Close your eyes, give me your hand, darling. Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? Do you feel the same? Am I only dreaming? Is this burning an eternal flame? Give me your hand, darling. Do you feel my heart beating?
Wow, can you imagine? See, like that young, that cute. You already have that posture with the violin, you know? Dang, 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 dang. Like that. I love that. But, you know, not only this video I saw, I really think it's so sweet. I saw a lot of videos of yours. You know, I noticed you have performed with numerous times with the Metro Big Band. Tell us about that experience, because I know performing live with band is not easy, because usually people use a soundtrack. They can practice a 1 beat, 2 beat, beat 1, 2, 3, 4. But with a band, so you have to be really, spontaneous. Plus, all the people walking around you. Some people may say, "Hoo-hoo," some people may make noise. So tell us that I'm sure that you have some wonderful experiences with them, right?
Yeah, it was definitely different because this was actually our first time ever performing with like a big band before. So it was like a good new experience to experience. And that's when we started our 3-part harmonies. So it was kind of just like unfolding new things for us and discovering new things and like trying new things for us. And it was a really fun experience. I loved hearing all like the trumpets and stuff. It was just so fun to hear and just have that liveness to it and just like the acoustics. It was amazing. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it.
So with this band like this, how do you rehearse it? Do you rehearse it beforehand, or you just get a how do you?
Yeah, we do. We used to go to the house, and we would play in the basement. So all the trumpets and everything, and so we would practice ahead of time. But we would do our part before, and then we'd practice with the band, and then we'd have to do the performances.
Wow, the lead singers, right? So how did you feel about the people like walking by? Because I know you perform in the public, right? Not in the theater. People walking by, I heard people, wow, like that.
Is at the Toronto Jazz Beach Festival.
Yeah, Jazz Beach Fest. So do you feel more excited when people were going, wow?
For that performance, it was actually probably like one of my favorite performances because it was so much fun, because there was like so many different people and they were all like crowded around you, and like it wasn't nerve-wracking because like everybody was on the same level and you. We were all in the streets, and if you went all along, like you'd see a bunch of other performances, and we'd walk down. It was so much fun, and like. Yes, people walking by was really fun because then you were like right beside the audience, and it was almost like connecting, like you were so connected with them, and like we shared our story like right beside them, and it was I really loved that performance.
I love how you got to see the reactions of like all the people. Like people would be dancing and like screaming, but like so I'd never like been that close to an audience before and seen their reactions that close.
Wow, that's great.
So we were like having fun with them, like we were just jamming out. So it
Yeah.
was fun.
So I noticed that your repertoire is pretty, has a pretty wide range. You have a jazz, you have a gospel music, which you just sang the harmony for, and then you also have a pop song. You also have
We did a little bit of country too, just a little.
countries, right?
Like choir.
Choir, yeah.
A lot of choir songs. I know.
And you also come up with your
Music
own
theater.
composition very soon, right? Yes, your original very soon. Let's enjoy this, video with this Metro Big Band.
Woogie Bugle Boy by the Anders Sisters. Thank you.
this is our life.
And we are Leuna.
Welcome to GoLiveTV, the future in your hands. The only multicultural IPTV station that brings communities together. Over 2.7 million people have already watched. GoLiveTV, anytime, anywhere.
He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man of his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a bone reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps and he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. I toot, I toot, I toot till yada toot. He blows it into the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He was some boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. And when he played boogie woogie bugle, he was busy as a bee. When he plays, he makes the company jump A to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Toot toot, he blows it 8 to the bar. He can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar isn't with him. And the company jumps and he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Da da. Puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stomp their feet because they know how he plays. When someone gives him a beat, he really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Da 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 da. And the company jumps and he plays reveille. The boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Bum 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 bum. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Bum 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 bum. Give him 2 lips like roses and clover, and tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone. Bum 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 bum. Don't have nobody to call my own. Bum 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 bum. Please turn on your magic beam, Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him the word that I'm not a rover, and tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman,
Yes.
bring me a dream. Give him a pair of eyes with a come hither gleam. Give him a lonely heart like Pagliacci, and lots of wavy hair like Liberace. Mr. Sandman, someone to hold to be so peachy before we're too old. So please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring us, please, 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 Mr. Sandman, bring us a dream. Bum, 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 bum.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I know that during your musical journey, there are so many people that are working with you. There must be some people that you find with lots of supports, that some people that you want to thank for, right? And especially when I see your beautiful music production from the newly released Santa Baby, I really melt. I really melt with those little dog and then those candy in your mouth, you know. So, and with someone walking in the street with that animal print outfit, right? So tell us who you like to thank for during this opportunity.
Well, we would like to thank our producer, Peter Linsman, who we've been working on music together. He's been helping us to producing songs with us, and our goal is to start writing songs as well as singing covers. So we'd like to thank him because he has spent so much time with us, helping us to produce music and creating music videos. So we're just so thankful for that. And Santa Baby was so much fun, and I'm so happy with the final.
Yes. Santa Baby. Okay, I know that not only that the music production, that you guys have a beautiful role, like for this Youth Global, where I met you here, right? Met you there. So tell us about that one. From Thailand, right?
Well, we're so thankful for Thailand, who invited us to do the Youth Day Global and helped us get into it. And we're so thankful because our event is such an amazing event to share our talent with the world, and artists get to share their talent with the world. And young artists and older artists get to see this, and I guess it inspires them, this event. So we're so thankful to Thailand.
Yes, yes.
And you can really see how passionate she is. She's always wanted to go the extra mile. That's what I love about her. For Youth Day, like, I love how they always want to put like young kids and like inspire them to get on stage. Like for people who can't go on stage, like it gives them such a great opportunity. And honestly, I think it's an amazing organization.
Wow, yeah. I wish I met. I wish I have met Thailand much younger, so she can pick me too. It's great.
We're so thankful to be ambassadors as well.
Yes.
With Youth Day, I'm so happy to be able to share like positivity with.
That's right. Yes.
Other young people out there.
I'm so proud of you, and then I'm so happy to work with all the team behind it, that we can work all together to make beautiful things happen. You know. 亲爱的观众朋友，我们今天时间真的是很短哈。那么这3个女孩子，她们实在有太多东西可以分享了。我们现在好多年轻人都像她们一样，她们有梦想、有才能、有美貌、有甜蜜，还有不屈不挠的意志。所以看到她们目前的发展学业成绩好，她们也演戏。I think Kaylin recently she just had her role in Detective Kids, right? And I'm really looking forward to that one, you know. So in the future, I would like you to have a film of your own. Yeah, and then sing the music of your own. Yes. And 所以呢，今天我们非常高兴，在这个节目的最后呢，我们看到这些年轻人是这么的有才，他 他们不但年轻，他们有胆识，他们还有勇气，梦想很大，希望很大，而且他们的决心也非常的强。I was just saying to our audience that nowadays young people, they have a big, big dream, and they chase after their dreams, and they work hard for their dreams, which is wonderful, which is very inspiring for a lot of young children. They should always do like that. So we can enjoy more. We retire with watching all these beautiful young kids, right? Okay, now, the end of the last program, I really would like to share this beautiful, beautiful video, which just released a few days ago. How many days ago? Like 2 or 3 days ago?
Is it for Santa Baby, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so around Christmas time.
Around Christmas time.
Mid-December.
Yeah, like a little bit before
Mid-December,
Christmas
yeah.
time.
So it's recent.
Yeah, it's recent. I wish that we have, I honestly wish every day we have a Christmas spirit, right? For the happiness, even when we are suffering. So every moment in this Santa Baby, I really enjoy it. Is there any moment that from this video that you find it hard to forget?
Well, all the times we're singing together, it's just such a special moment. Like, I remember when we were filming it, we had this big speaker, and it was so loud. And I just remember, it felt so good. I don't know, hearing just all our voices and just like lip singing to the words, it felt really good doing it. And it's just, I always remember those moments and those special moments.
That's wonderful. You know what? I think one thing is very precious, and one thing is it's great to know that you look and you sing the same in the video as well as in life. That's very important. You know, some people, they use the technology to make the voice sound better. And right now, your voice and the harmonize the company together with between 3 of you, I think it's wonderful. And also the look is the same. I really enjoyed talking with you because you guys are like a natural beauty without heavy makeup. Okay.
You too.
Thank you. Well, I'm trying to get you to say something nice back about me too. All right. Okay, so let's enjoy this Santa Baby.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me, and me, being an awful good girl. Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you would check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. Been an angel all year, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa honey, one little thing I really do need, the deed to a platinum line. Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa cutie, and fill my stocking with a duplex and checks. Sign your ex on the line, Santa cutie, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decoration, but anticipate. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Santa baby, forgot to mention one little thing. A ring
But that last few minutes we want to leave for our Chinese audience, right?
Yes.
New Year's, it's now New Year's. I know that you guys have a new thing coming up. I Heart You, right?
Yes.
Can we take maybe 1 minute to share with our audience? What is I Heart You coming up?
Yeah. Well, this is a new song that we wrote with that our producer has written for us called "I Heart You," and it's a song for Valentine's Day, and it's about love. That's it's about love and a relationship, and about kind of there's secret messages in it too about like reaching for the stars. So, what do you guys want to say?
It's a great song. Shout out to Peter Linesman. He produced the song. It's absolutely amazing. I'm obsessed with it. It's releasing on Valentine's Day because just like Kellen said, the song is about love and secret messages about destiny and stuff and the universe and stuff. So yeah.
Great.
I'm so excited for it, and yeah. And it was really so much fun to film too.
Wow, great. Okay, I love everything with love, right? Everything with love is always lovely. So now it's time to say goodbye. I'm sure that you have something to say for our audience. Happy New Year. Okay, let's stand up. What you want to do? Yeah.
我爱你们。
啊，他说什么 ？Let's try it again. 我爱你们 I love you all. Let's do it together. 我爱你们 Happy New Year. 好，我们就在这里再见。我们下周周二晚上6点钟见。谢谢大家。
走出心灵的阴霾，活出生命的色彩，别让青春再期待，改造每一个现在。走出心灵的阴霾，活出生命的色彩，别让青春。